Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most unbelievable tales of survival. These are the 5 strangest stories of people who miraculously survived execution. Today, we venture into a realm rarely glimpsed by the lens of documentary, the extraordinary and often unsettling world of human survival against impossible odds. For centuries, execution has stood as the stark finality of the legal system, a sentence designed to extinguish life in absolute terms. Yet within the annals of history, there exist accounts so improbable, so defiant of expectations, that they challenge our very understanding of mortality. These are the stories of individuals who stared death in the face, felt its icy breath, and yet lived to tell the tale. Stories whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations, each one a testament to the remarkable resilience of the human spirit. Join me now, as we unearth 5 of the most perplexing and astounding accounts of survival from execution. These are tales of improbable luck, physiological enigmas, and the unyielding will to live, forever etched in the chronicles of human history. Our journey begins in the heart of revolution-torn Mexico, where a young man named Wenseslao Moguel found himself on the precipice of oblivion. Accused of rebellion against the government, Moguel was condemned to death by firing squad, a brutal, unceremonious end that awaited countless souls during those turbulent times. On that fateful day, Moguel was marched to the execution wall, the raw terror of his impending doom etched upon his face. 9 rifles were aimed at his chest, the chilling click of their hammers echoing in the tense silence. Then the command rang out, and a deafening volley of gunfire shattered the air. Moguel crumpled to the ground, his body riddled with bullets, life seemingly draining away with each passing second. Soldiers prodded his lifeless form, confirming the success of their grim task. He was left for dead, another casualty in a conflict that claimed countless lives. Yet, as darkness enveloped him, Moguel clung to a flicker of consciousness. He felt an excruciating pain that seemed to consume his entire being, but amidst the agony, there was a faint, persistent heartbeat. He had survived. Crawling from the gruesome scene, his clothes soaked in blood, Moguel sought refuge in a nearby church. The bullet wounds were undeniable, a macabre testament to his ordeal. Yet by some inexplicable twist of fate, none had struck a vital organ. News of Moguel's miraculous escape spread like wildfire, transforming him into a living legend. Some whispered of divine intervention, others of an unyielding will that defied the very laws of nature. Whatever the explanation, Wenseslao Moguel's survival from a firing squad remains one of the most baffling and enduring tales of survival ever recorded. Our next account transports us to the year 1705, to the bustling streets of London, England. Here we encounter John Smith, a convicted felon sentenced to death by hanging for the crime of burglary. In those days, public hangings were commonplace, a grim spectacle that drew large crowds eager to witness the harsh justice of the era. On the appointed day, Smith was led to the gallows, the noose draped ominously around his neck. He was a man of ill repute, but as the trapdoor swung open, even the most hardened onlookers couldn't help but feel a pang of sympathy for the condemned. Smith's body plunged downwards, the rope snapping taut, but instead of the expected swift end, something extraordinary happened. He dangled at the end of the rope, his life hanging precariously in the balance, but he did not die. He struggled against the suffocating grip of the noose, his gasps for air audible even above the murmurings of the stunned crowd. For an agonizing 15 minutes Smith endured the ordeal. Then, as if guided by an unseen hand, the rope unraveled, depositing him onto the hard ground below. He lay there, bruised, battered, but miraculously alive, his eyes wide with shock and disbelief. The crowd erupted in a cacophony of gasps and exclamations. Many believed it was a sign from God, a divine intervention that spared Smith's life. His sentence was commuted to life imprisonment, a testament to the extraordinary nature of his survival. John Smith's story became a cautionary tale amongst executioners, a reminder that even the most time-tested methods could fail, and that sometimes fate had other plans. Chapter 3. Our journey now takes us back to 17th century England, to a time when superstition and science were entwined in a complex dance. It is here we encounter the remarkable story of Anne Green, a young servant woman who endured a series of misfortunes that culminated in an extraordinary brush with death. Falsely accused of infanticide, Anne Green was condemned to death by hanging in the year 1650. Her trial, fraught with prejudice and lacking concrete evidence, resulted in a sentence she was ill-equipped to challenge. On the day of her execution, a large crowd gathered, their morbid curiosity piqued by the spectacle of public hanging. Anne, frail and resigned to her fate, was led to the gallows where the hangman awaited. With a swift movement, the trapdoor opened, and Anne plunged into the abyss. For an excruciating 30 minutes, Anne hung there, her body suspended between life and death. The crowd watched in morbid fascination as her struggles gradually ceased, her lifeless form a stark reminder of the finality of their justice system. But what happened next defied all expectations. Anne's body was taken down and delivered to physicians for dissection, a common practice at the time. But as they prepared to begin their grim work, one of the doctors noticed a faint heartbeat. To their astonishment, Anne Green was still alive. What followed was an extraordinary effort to revive her. Warmth, vigorous massage, and even the application of heated bellows to her lungs brought Anne back from the brink. Her recovery was nothing short of miraculous, a testament to the tenacity of the human spirit. News of Anne Green's resurrection spread like wildfire, capturing the imagination of the public and challenging the medical understanding of the time. Her story became a beacon of hope, a testament to the possibility of second chances, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Chapter 4. Our exploration of improbable survival now takes us to the United States, to the year 1946, where a young man named Willie Francis would experience a terrifying malfunction of justice that would make headlines around the world. Accused of murder, 16-year-old Willie was sentenced to death in the electric chair, a method of execution that promised swift and decisive justice. On the day of his execution, Willie was strapped into the electric chair, nicknamed Gruesome Gertie. The electrodes were attached, the current switched on, and Willie's body convulsed violently as the deadly surge coursed through him. But instead of the anticipated silence, there were gasps of horror from the witnesses. Willie Francis was still alive. The electric chair had malfunctioned, the current insufficient to stop his heart. He remained conscious throughout the ordeal, his screams of agony echoing through the execution chamber. The guards, visibly shaken, halted the execution. Willie was returned to his cell, his body racked with pain, his mind grappling with the horrifying realization that he had survived his own execution. News of the botched execution sparked outrage and debate across the nation. Some argued that fate had intervened, granting Willie a second chance. Others believed that subjecting him to a second execution constituted cruel and unusual punishment. Despite the controversy, the state of Louisiana was determined to carry out the sentence. A year later, Willie Francis was once again strapped into Gruesome Gertie. This time the electric chair functioned as intended, and Willie Francis's young life came to an end. Willie Francis's story remains a chilling reminder of the fallibility of human justice and the ethical complexities surrounding capital punishment. His ordeal sparked conversations about the humanity of execution methods and the very nature of justice itself. Chapter 5. Our final tale takes us to 19th century Australia, where convict Joseph Samuel faced an improbable twist of fate. Sentenced to hang in 1803, Samuel's execution went awry. The rope stretched, sparing his life. Multiple attempts failed, baffling the authorities. Samuel's sentence was commuted to life imprisonment. His survival became a local legend. Joseph Samuel's story is a reminder of fate's capricious nature. Outro. From the bullet-ridden fields of revolution to the shadow of the gallows, these stories of survival against all odds offer a glimpse into the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit. They challenge our understanding of mortality, leaving us to ponder the intricate dance between fate, chance, and the unyielding will to live. Are these tales merely remarkable coincidences, or do they hint at something more profound, a force that transcends our current understanding of life and death? Whatever your interpretation, these stories serve as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of moments, hope, however improbable, can flicker on. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the extraordinary world of human survival. If you found these stories as captivating as we did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of our world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never underestimate the extraordinary capacity of the human spirit. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these incredible stories, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. See you next time.